from a woman with no criminal record to a woman on death row. Wendi Elizabeth Andriano, she was convicted of the 2000 murder of her terminally ill husband, Joe. In January 1994, she married Joseph Andriano. Not long into the marriage, Joe fell ill. After many misdiagnoses, Joe was diagnosed with adenoid cystic carcinoma in 1998. At that time his illness had become terminal. Joe attempted holistic therapies for his illness, but by 2000 had resorted to chemotherapy. By that time, Wendi had given birth to 2 children and was working as an apartment manager, but she began to resent her increased responsibilities. She began to frequent bars and have affairs. She and her husband solicited a friend to pose as her husband during the life insurance pre-screening processes, although no insurance was ever purchased. During the early morning hours of October 8, 2000, Wendi Andriano bludgeoned her 33-year-old husband Joe to death with a bar stool and stabbed him in the neck with a 13-inch knife in the couple's apartment in Ahwatukee, Arizona. His autopsy revealed that he had sustained 23 blows to the skull, and traces of sodium azide were found in his system. Approximately 1 hour before Joe's murder, his wife Wendi had called emergency at the behest of a co-worker, claiming that her terminally ill husband was dying. When paramedics arrived, Wendi turned them away, stating that Joe had a do not resuscitate order, and that his wish was to die. Paramedics left the scene. 1 hour later, Wendi called 911 again, reporting that she had stabbed and beaten her husband to death in self-defense. She also made claims that her husband was physically and psychologically abusive toward her. However, being that Joe was weak from chemotherapy and the sodium azide poisoning, he was unable to defend himself. Wendi was charged with murder. 4 years after the crime, on August 23, 2004, Wendi Andriano's murder trial began. Even though she had no prior criminal record, she faced the death penalty for her crime. Prosecutors stated that Wendi's motive for murdering her husband was money. The appeal, filed in 2012, has yet to receive an opinion from the Arizona Supreme Court or Maricopa County, as it is not uncommon for the highest state court in the trial county to oversee proceedings in this particular stage. After this level of appeal is over, Andriano could file a habeas corpus appeal. Then if this is denied at federal district court, the appeal will immediately be sent to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, the court that handles appeals for this federal district that includes Arizona. After this, the U.S. Supreme could hear the case, although this is extremely unlikely. After this, Wendi Andriano will be executed, as by then her appeals will be over. As of this date, Wendi Andriano is one of 3 women on Arizona's death row. The other 2 women are Shauna Ford and Samantha Allen. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.